Hello, how are all you guys doing? Pretty good, I hope. I guess the Pentagon has been coming forward and saying, well, yeah, these UFOs are real. They're real. And they want to know about them. But they don't want to hear from an individual, a citizen, who's actually driven a UFO. They don't want to hear about it from a person who's driven a UFO, who actually got to drive a UFO. And time travel all through history. That's pretty sad, considering that they want to know about them so much. Well, I have all the proof of everything that I've been through. My proof. It comes from me. It doesn't come off the internet. It doesn't come from NASA. It doesn't come from Area 51. It doesn't come from the secret government. It doesn't come from the internet. It doesn't come from movies. It doesn't come from books. It doesn't come from TV. It doesn't come from anybody else on the whole planet. It just comes from me. Because I've been through this all my life. And I traveled in time to many different time periods and many different locations around this world. And I was just a little kid. I was pushing the buttons, driving the UFO. I'm very smart. I'm nobody's fool. I'm not on drugs. I'm not a drunk. I'm not a crazy person. I got to drive a UFO that is highly superior to any technology today. Meaning that because I learned how to drive a UFO, I am highly intelligent. I'm more intelligent than your astronauts. I'm more intelligent than your people who do math. People who are scientists. I'm more intelligent than the people at NASA. I'm more intelligent than the people at Area 51. Now, when you drive highly superior technology and you're well aware of the functions and you're time traveling all through history and interacting with people all through history, that makes you the most crediblest person on the whole planet. Because I came in contact with people thousands of years ago, and even hundreds of years ago. And I was just a little kid. So if you want to go ahead and not, how do they do it today to get the information out? Well, they blow it up, on the internet. They blow it up. People share. If you don't want to share the proof and truth and sensationalize this, as other people do, well, then I guess no one's going to learn about anything anytime soon. Because you don't want the one person who's driven a UFO with all the proof and pictures of extraterrestrials that I came in contact with, that I have pictures of, me inside of the craft, me with pictures of extraterrestrials, me when I died back in time physically before my natural childbirth, me in heaven standing next to someone who's pure evil. I mean, come on. If you don't want to sensationalize this and give credit where credit is due, I don't see how you people are going to advance in about anything. I don't see how the human species is going to advance in about anything. Because you're not willing to learn. You're not willing to learn from the person who's actually got to drive a UFO. And I was just a kid. Time traveling all through history. Recorded and documented. I've been giving out disclosure for thousands of years. before there was a government here. You know? I'm just telling the truth. And I have the proof of it right here. I have the pictures of what they actually look like. You see, they're talking about the crafts. They're just wanting to know about the technology. Everybody's talking about the UFOs. They're not talking about the occupants inside. You see, because I've driven a UFO, and I know the functionality, I can honestly say, being an experienced pilot, someone who's traveled through time and all through history, it's not the crafts that are important. It's the people inside that matters most. That's from my own personal experience. Time traveling through history, dying before my natural childbirth physically, coming back into my own being, capable of taking pictures of myself in heaven, capable of taking pictures of extraterrestrials in heaven, and extraterrestrials, and me inside of crafts that you people call today UFOs. You're not willing to learn about anything because you're not going to share with others this information. You're not going to share it on the internet. And you're not going to sensationalize it like everybody else does. That's how things get started. You got to get those wheels rolling, you know. I've been here longer than all of you have on the planet. I've been here for thousands and millions of years physically. I know more than all of you. If you're going to be here for millions of years, you're going to know a great deal of things here on this world and how things work. But you guys are not going to sensationalize it like everybody else would. I don't understand that. You guys are not going to share the information, share the content. There is a share button. I've been leaving that button open. I ain't seen no one share anything. So that means you guys are not ready to learn about anything. So all this good history, all this important information, you don't have to worry about it. You don't have to ask any questions because I'm not going to tell you. If you're not going to get me started on the news, put me on the news and say, yeah, these beings have been here for millions of years. And I can teach the people of this world about a great deal of many things other than the UFOs and the people who drive them. But you guys are not willing to put forward that effort. That takes an effort on your part. I've been doing my part for millions of years longer than all of you. Now it's your time. Now it's your time to prove to me. Prove to me that you're going to sensationalize this all over the news. Get this on the news. Get my information on the news. Prove to me that you can do this. And I'll send you some of my pictures that are priceless. But until then, no one's going to learn anything really fast. And that's just being truthful and honest.